everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Grue Room. For the Grue Room today, we got a very great guest. She stars in a Lifetime thriller film, Part Party from Hell, and her name is Jackie Moore. And Jackie has been in numerous horror films, and I'm really looking forward to talking to her about them. She even was in a horror film with horror icon Michael Berryman. For those who don't know who Michael Berryman is, he's in The Hills Have Eyes. And I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room, and my interview with Miss Jackie Moore is coming up next. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time out and doing this interview. I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to talking to you.
Thank you, Rocco. I'm so excited to be here. This is awesome. You've got
Sweet.
my picture behind you. wait, I'll reenact it. Hold on. There we go. Here we go.
That works. Yeah.
Molly's like behind you looking crazy. I love
it. I'm trying to help push the film, right?
I love it. No, it needs all the help it can get. Definitely got some viewers, but it was fun. I watched it. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Like the first thing I wanted to issue, I see you've done quite a few things in the world of horror, and how did you wind up getting involved with horror? Are you like a big horror fan, or is it just something that happened?
I mean, I'm definitely a big fan of horror movies. I'm not crazy about like overly gory content in a film, but I like mysteries, I like ghosts, I like things like that. I like more like psychological thrillers, I think. But the first film I did was a horror movie. It was called 100 Ghost Street. Well, the first lead role. And and then that kind of led me to a few other projects, and then that led me to Pernicious, which was a very gory horror movie that I did in Thailand.
That was a very good movie.
Cool.
That's actually one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Like, it is. I'm dead serious.
Wow. Well, then you don't mind gory scenes because there's some very gory scenes in that involving someone's eye.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a. You know what? It's actually a lot easier to act out something gory than do it for me. It's so much easier because you're like, well, I know what it is. It's not real, or
right? Exactly.
So you can kind of tell yourself it's all good. But when you're watching it, it's very graphic. I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, oh my god, was I in that?
Yeah, rewatching Pernicious, I think I've seen like certain scenes. Like people tag me in certain scenes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so bad. It's so bloody. It's just like it's a lot.
Well, I mean, besides the blood, like the film's good. I mean, just like the whole story of the horror film about like all the girls going to Thailand, and they get dropped off into the woods, and then all crazy stuff happens when they rent that house. And
I think it was just some movies you do and you just really get along with everyone that's involved, and we just really clicked. Everyone that was there. We lived in Thailand for a month and a little over a month, and so a lot of it was kind of just real life. I mean, we were really these American girls in Thailand, and it was just so it was so incredible. I mean, I loved the people and the culture and everything, and it was just such a great experience. So I think being in a place that I had never been, that is going to translate in the film. That's going to show. Just like you're not faking that. I mean, we really were walking around these incredible places for the first time, and it's just like you can really see like it's seeing these elephants. There's like scenes with elephants. It's just like I still value that experience so much. I would love to go back. I absolutely love Thailand. I definitely recommend going
You know,
if you haven't been.
I would
It's
love to see it. Like I really would. Like I'm a big fan of Thai food, so
you definitely have that there. It's very good, very good. It's just an incredible place. It's a magical place, you know. And I tell everyone it's my favorite place I've ever been. For real.
wow, really?
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, wow.
It's so beautiful, and just the people and everything. It was just such a wonderful time. Yeah, I loved it.
Well,
Loved
if
it.
they shoot another horror movie there, you should go for
Love that. I mean, come on. Yeah, anyone's watching.
it.
Love to.
But since that's like one of my best horror movies, I have to ask you, like, you know, being in the film, what was which scene did you love best from the movie? I know this is like a few years ago, but
Yeah, no, that it's so cool to be asked about it because I feel like most people have forgotten about it or I didn't. I mean, I really liked it when it came out, so it's cool to revisit it. I think my favorite film would or my favorite scene would be the marketplace when we were running
yeah.
the market, just because there were elephants and we spent time. I got to hold a little baby tiger when I was there, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was just so cool. I mean, I absolutely love that filming that scene because I got to feed the elephants and everyone was just so amazing and like supportive of what we were shooting and just great. It was more a rural area of Thailand. It was in Ayutthaya, which is like
Okay.
a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it was like an hour outside of Bangkok, so it was a little bit of a trip. But
Wow.
great to film those scenes. And Chiang Mai, we went there too, and we saw all um, the scenery there. It was just an amazing place to visit.
Wow.
So those scenes were great to shoot.
Nice. Nice. Uh, um and
I think it's called the floating markets, but I could be wrong. So don't
oh,
quote me
okay.
on that. But I think yeah, that's what it was called. I'll have to look that up.
And like you were saying in that movie, there is quite a few brutal, bloody killing scenes, and
Yes. They were also in my top favorite scenes to film. I think that they were really fun. I mean, and also
Mhm.
being kind of, I don't like that kind of scene in a movie usually. I like close my eyes.
Yeah.
So again, being a part of it, it's like you see how it's done and it makes you feel more comfortable. I think it was like, well, yeah, I think that was really great to do because it was less scary. Yeah. And now when I watch a movie, I can kind of, and I get scared. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's all fake.
Right, right, exactly. I I mean, you know how it is to be in like a gory horror film, so now you're like, oh yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, but I still won't watch story movies. I'm like, I have too vivid of an imagination, and uh, it's scary. I still think it's real when I'm watching it, so I'm like,
Oh,
too disturbing.
and what James Cullum was the director for it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. He was a great director to work with, and he's still one of my good friends. I've worked with him on a few movies, and love James. He was
Nice.
really great to work with. Yeah, he's a great person.
And there's like another horror film I saw you were in, and you're in it with two really big horror names, Michael Berryman and
Tony
Tony
Todd.
Todd. The aren't
Candyman.
Army of the Damned, right?
Yes, yeah, that was a movie we shot in Rhode Island. Um, I loved filming that, and Joey Fatone's in that, and
Oh,
Soliana
that's
from
right.
we had a really great cast, and that was another really great experience. It was I filmed that right after Atlantic Rim. I remember auditioning for Army of the Damned while I was on set for Atlantic Rim, and then
Oh,
flying
wow.
to Rhode Island. Yeah, and filming that right after. And great people and great friends to this day. A lot of the cast, and loved it. It was really fun.
Oh, nice. Well,
Yeah,
Michael Michael Michael
very
Berryman is actually like a super cool guy. Like we
cool.
interviewed him for the site, and like he's just like awesome.
He's so sweet. I remember working with him and thinking the same thing. I loved working with him. Really nice guy. And Tony Todd was so cool. And I mean, these are like horror icons. So
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
crazy to work with them. It's just like wow, you know, great people. Definitely.
So, but you're in a brand new. I don't know if you. It's not horror. It's thriller, right?
I guess it would. Yeah, I guess it would be called a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely has some horror elements to it.
That's
Definitely some scary moments in that movie. And Molly's got some crazy eyes. Molly's scary. Secretly very scary, you know. But
How did
covers
you?
as a party planner. What was that?
Oh, nice. How did you wind up getting involved with part Party from Hell?
Basically just a friend of mine that I'd worked with before. He cast me in this role. Jared Cohn. He was the director of Atlantic Rim, and we've been friends for a long time. And he asked me to do Party from Hell. So, and the producer Demetrius Steer is also a good friend of mine too.
Oh,
So
nice,
yeah, so it was really great to work with people that you know I respect and love working with.
nice. And
Um,
it's also a film on Lifetime, right?
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. It's on Lifetime Movie Network.
Nice. And this is your second thriller on Lifetime, right?
Definitely is, but this one is, or definitely is my first villain role on Lifetime, but
Okay.
maybe in general. But my second, yeah, second movie on Lifetime where I'm like playing kind of the bad girl. But the other one is like more tame. Not really. She's
Gotcha.
not really like a. She's not like Molly. She's more just influenced by her boyfriend in that movie, Nightmare
Oh,
Best Friend. Yeah. Did you see Nightmare Best Friend?
I did. I did
You
see that.
did? Oh my gosh, Rocco, you're so cool. You've watched all these the best movies of all time.
I know exactly.
Just kidding.
Well, isn't I can never say his last name, David Ducott, that isn't he
Oh,
the
so-
director? Yeah.
wait, who are you talking about? David
Uh
Choke.
yeah, him.
Baywatch. Yeah, he was in Atlantic Rim with me. I
Yeah.
love David Chokichi. He's the best.
Okay.
He was so fun. And we did Army of the Damned too.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, for anyone who hasn't seen this current thriller out, can you tell us about the film and who you play?
I can. Well, I play Molly, Molly Cole. She's a party planner, or is like pretending to be a party planner. She is very, very hurt by her past, by being bullied by someone. Well, actually, that might be a spoiler, so I don't want to say that, but that might be a spoiler. But so let me take that back. Molly is a party planner, kind of. She is pretending to be one. And, or I shouldn't say that. She is a party planner. Molly is a party planner. Just edit all of this out. This is horrible. I'm sorry. Let me just have a sip of water. Molly is a party planner, and she's luring people into her business to plan parties for them. But she's got a secret life. She's got a secret, very crazy side to her, a murderous side to Molly Cole.
Okay, here you go.
A little bit of a psycho. But I don't want to judge Molly, but yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, you can't really judge someone yet, right?
Well, you're not supposed to judge your character, but I've already played her, so I feel like now I can say Molly's very crazy. Molly's very crazy. Yes. Especially when you see it all edited together and you're like, wow, she had a lot going on. She had a big plan in that movie.
So
one after another. It's fun. It's a fun movie.
How does it feel to play a role like that? Like you said, this is like your first villain role, and how does it feel to play a villain and someone who you say is a little bit off?
Yeah. Well, you definitely have to do some research on some killers. I did a little research on true crime series or documentaries on serial killers. You watch a little of those and get a little flavor for what they're dealing with. Basically, I think it's all about heightening an emotion, or taking the circumstances of the script and connecting to it and finding a way to connect to it, and then heightening that and making it realistic and finding a way to connect with your character on a human level. Okay. I think that's how I do it.
All right. Nice.
But it's good to research, watch documentaries, watch shows about true crime, and they definitely talk about the psychology behind people and what makes people do these horrible things. And I think that can give you kind of some insight into a character like this. If you're playing a character, I recommend watching, there's so many great HBO documentaries or things on Netflix about serial killers or true crime that are good to reference from.
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend that to someone if they're playing a part like this.
Oh wow. Yeah, because that's I was gonna ask you, like it definitely probably has to take a toll on you to get into like a mind frame of like a psycho, like a killer.
It's definitely intense, when you're doing some of the scenes and you're reading the script, it's definitely hard to get behind something that you don't understand. Like I don't understand that mindset at all. So it's difficult to put yourself in there. And it is tough, but you just have to connect it to, we've all been hurt. We've all been bullied. We've all, unfortunately, it's common. We've all had times in our lives where we were really, really sad. And it was because someone might've made us feel that way. And I think that connecting to those times and going back and thinking, how did that make me feel? If you can connect to that kind of emotion, like that kind of pain, then you can use it for your character, I think.
Okay.
But not everyone does that or thinks that that's the way, the correct way to connect to a character. But I feel like it's worked for me. It's kind of the technique we learned in our school, is like use your own experiences a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And
Yeah.
what did you love most about playing Molly? I mean, if you did like anything about playing Molly.
I just love. I mean, it's definitely a fun script, and it's fun. It's got. I think just creating a piece of art in a way, where you're part of the puzzle that comes together to make this story, and I think that's always fun. Whatever part you're playing is important. There's no small parts, and every part of a story is important if you're kind of moving it forward. And
Hmm.
so I think, when it's someone like Molly, she's really moving the story forward. So that's fun. It's like
Yeah.
she's constantly like actively doing things to move it along, and I think that's fun.
Oh, yeah, it
That's
is.
fun. And so if you look at it more like that and not like a scary killer way, then it's like, you know, you're just moving the story forward.
Right?
Fun.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you
And
have an accent. Are you from New York? Where are you from?
Philly.
You're from Philly. Okay, I'm from New
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah, that's really I I'm Italian and from Philly, so that's like a mixture of both.
I'm half Italian. I understand.
Nice.
I'm half Italian from New Jersey, so
Oh yeah,
I love the East Coast. I love the whole vibe there.
nice.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
do you ever talk with your hands too? I have a habit of doing it.
Yes. Oh yeah. I do all the time. You know, Jersey comes out.
Yeah,
So
that's how
expressive culture.
exactly. And
Italians are passionate, I think, we're very passionate people.
it's funny too because that's how someone could tell Italian. They'll ask me, they'll see me going like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, what are you Italian?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, how did you guess that?"
Oh, definitely. It's a good giveaway. Do you like to cook? That's also a giveaway.
Me, not so much.
You're not a chef?
I mean, I will cook, but I'm not good.
Oh, I feel like you're good. You're just being humble.
Now
I feel like
my
it's part of the culture to be if you're Italian, you like food. I love
that's
to
true.
it's very
That's
relaxing for me to cook. You know.
yeah, I'm typical Italian. Like I like pasta and pizza and chicken cutlet parmesans and
Good. Oh my gosh, you make me hungry. The East Coast because the pizza is so people don't understand how good the bread on the
mm,
East Coast is so good, and the the crust of the pizza on the East Coast is so different. It's
it
like
is.
really good. It's amazing. Yeah. I worked at a pizza place as my first job when I was in high school, and I got fired for eating too much pizza. I'm not kidding. I was just like, pizza everywhere. There's pizza. I love it. I was eating way too much pizza. Like, crazy to get fired for that. Feel like
The-
you're eating way too much pizza.
that's a reason why I never went to work for a pizza place because I love eating that too much, and if I'm smelling that all day, I'm gonna be like stealing slices out of a box.
Definitely. And you don't get sick of it because everyone says, like, if you work somewhere, you're going to get sick of the food.
Hmm.
It doesn't work like that with pizza. I loved pizza the whole time I worked there, after and up to today. I love pizza.
Definitely, definitely. So, do you like anything on your pizza, like, or do you just like it plain?
I like it plain. As a kid, I liked mushroom, a nice slice with mushrooms. I loved. I like tomato, basil. It's delicious. I'm not opposed. I tried Hawaiian pizza for the first time
I tried that too before. Yeah,
last week. What did you think?
It was okay. Nothing to brag about. It was different. Like tasted different. It didn't taste like pizza.
It didn't. Well, I love pineapple
Yeah.
and I love pizza. I don't know if I like them together. I appreciate. I'm like, I see what you're doing. It's the sweet and salty. I get it, but I think I'm gonna do it separately from now on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It didn't mix well. It didn't have a good
yeah,
a good mixture.
I agree. I'm more like, let's keep it salty on the pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And I even tried this pizza place around me made chicken parm pizza. Like they got the chicken cutlet and like put it on top of the pizza and called it like a chicken parm pie, like a pizza.
Oh
And oh
wow,
my God, it was so good.
they have that at the Cheesecake Factory. They've got a pizza that's a chicken parm.
Really?
Yes, I think I remember someone getting that. Yeah, it was like it's
Oh
like
wow.
chicken parm, but it's a pizza. But it's not a pizza. It's chicken parm. That's like a pizza. I could be wrong. Don't
Okay.
go to Cheesecake Factory and then be sad if it's not there because I might be completely off. But I'm pretty sure that I remember this.
There you go. So,
I'm gonna look this up.
yeah.
I swear. Hold on. Let's see. Anyway, this. Sorry, I've been talking about pizza for 15 minutes. I don't.
No, hey, I love that. I love eating pizza. I love everything about pizza and chicken cutlets and
I do too. The problem
damn.
with the Cheesecake Factory menu is that it's so big. It's the biggest menu in all of the world.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I I haven't been there probably in like over a year, but I remember going there and like loving it. And the cheesecake is amazing and
Very good. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay. This will take me all day to look through this menu, but if you go there, ask them.
Okay.
They will hook it up. I promise.
And and going back to your film, Party from Hell, um, how how was it like working with like the other castmates and being on set for that?
Oh my gosh, everyone was so cool. Loved the whole cast. Loved the scenes. Working with them during in the scenes. It's fun, because we all have our own agenda in
Mm-hmm.
a script, and like, you know, we kind of all know what's going to happen. So it's just fun to have that. Like, the scenes are so fun, because you're like, I know where this is going. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
good time.
And I always ask guests this, like, because they always have some kind of like good story or funny story. Was there any funny or cool behind the scenes stories that happened on set for Party from Hell?
Um, I don't know if I can tell them. Let's see. Uh, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I do have a good story about the new movie that I have a new movie coming out, but anything from Party from Hell, I don't know if I'm allowed to share.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
It's also like when you're on the spot, I feel like I'm sure there was a crazy thing that happened, but it's hard to remember. It's been so long. I'm like, now I'll think of it as soon as we, are
That's
done.
great.
Yes, that was the funny thing. And then it's no, I'm
How how long ago did
back.
you shoot it?
Like over like a year, around a year. Yeah.
Oh wow, really? Okay. Nice. Well, at least it's coming out now, right?
Yes. I think, well, the thing with these kind of movies is there is such a quick turnaround. It's like 7 days. So you really, when people watch these movies, you don't realize like how fast you have to actually get everything done. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
get like 1 or 2 takes for the scene, and it's like, you know, that's it. It's quick. So I
Wow.
think people watching these, you know, some movies, big budget movies, you might get 50 takes, or well, that's rare, but you know, you definitely get more time to kind of work through a scene. So with something like this, you don't get a lot of time. You get
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about like smaller films. You don't always get um, like that many takes. So I think that that's something that people don't realize when they watch a movie like this. They you know, they judge the acting or something. I was like, well, we got like 1 take to get this right and nail it. You know, it's hard. So it's challenging. It's definitely like a boot camp, you know, for actors
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
doing like that, because you're doing so many scenes in one day, and you're just like,
Wow.
that's probably why I don't remember that much, because it was
Yeah,
like I was so tired. I was like just running back and forth, changing into different outfits. Molly has so many outfits in the movie, so it's a lot.
damn. That
Yeah,
really sounds like a lot of work. That's crazy.
it's not as glamorous as people think. You know, definitely not. It's like it's a lot of work, you know, especially if your hair's up and then your hair's down and then you gotta wear a turtleneck and then different outfit and all the jewelry is different.
Oh
It's
wow. Okay.
a lot of moving parts on a movie.
Yeah, it sounds like that. Wow.
Yeah, and we only had, I think I booked the role and then it was like a week until we filmed it. So you have to learn all the scenes and, you know, be pretty off book before. I like to be off book.
Damn. Okay. That
Hmm.
definitely is a lot of work.
Definitely is. Yeah. It's different than what people think, you know. It's
Yeah.
or what I don't know what people think, but what people might imagine it would be like on a set, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, exactly.
there if they've never been on one, it's different. So
Okay.
yeah.
And like how I saw like another film you did, like how was it like working with Dan and Zig?
Oh, from the Misfits. Yeah, he's the lead singer of the Misfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Veronica.
Yes, exactly.
That was a really fun movie to watch. Did you see it?
I did. I did. Like
Would
all
you
these
would you
movies I'm asking you about, I saw because I want to get like your view with them.
really did you watch Party from Hell yet?
No, I didn't watch that one yet.
Okay.
I
Well, you
am I am definitely gonna watch it though, but I did see most of your other ones.
all right, well that's good. That's what I feel like you saw Pernicious. I mean, you've seen some of the greatest hits.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
that counts for a lot. That's awesome. Uh, Veronica was really fun. It was a really quick shoot. I think I only was on it for like 1 day,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, I mean, the Misfits. That's like an iconic band, and
I
he's
know.
from Jersey too. He's a really sweet guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was from the Jersey area.
Yeah, yeah, and he based this like on his comic books that he
Yeah,
created.
yeah, yeah.
So it was cool because he's like, this is you in the comic book. Like this is the character that you're playing. And it was awesome. It was his first movie that he'd ever directed. And the premiere was epic. I mean, Fred Armisen was there, which was so cool because I'm a huge fan of Fred Armisen, and he was at the premiere. And like all these cool people were at the premiere for Veronica just to see it, because it, you know, because the Misfits are like a really well loved band. I
Well,
mean, that's
yeah.
a huge band. So it was just a really great night. It was really fun. Great experience.
Well, I was looking you up, and I see you also sing too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, where did you see that? Yeah, I do. I sing a little bit. Not professionally, but I do. I took
Oh,
voice lessons for a long time.
okay, okay. There you go.
Mhm.
See, you can probably be like the lead singer of rock band, right? Like
Oh,
how Glenn is and stuff. Like you can.
I don't think so. I mean, I'd love if someone gave me the opportunity, but I don't think the band would go very far. I think it's so hard to be a singer. It's so exhausting. It's very difficult. I would not be able to do that, but I give them so much credit. People that can do that
Okay, there you go.
for real.
And you also write too, right?
I do write. Yeah, I have a script that I co-wrote with my good friend James Allen Ross, and we have a movie that is going to be it's optioned already, so it's going to be in production at some point, hopefully in the next few months or year. So
Nice.
it'll be cool.
Yeah,
Co-wrote
definitely.
that. I'm going to be the executive producer also.
Sweet, sweet,
Yeah.
nice. And what do you like doing in your free time when you're not, acting or writing or singing?
Oh, that's funny. Singing in my apartment, of course, like my musical. No, I like to paint. I like to draw. I like to paint, draw, hike with my dogs. I've got two doggies, and I do that, and that's pretty much it. I'm kind of boring. I like to cook. I like to do yoga. I mean, I'm pretty boring.
No, that's all good stuff to do.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to chill, you know. I like to hang
Yeah,
out
definitely.
with friends and go out to dinner or just like make food for people. I like to do that.
Oh, nice. Okay. See,
I'm kind of a homebody. Do you know like what's your astrology sign or astrological sign?
uh,
Like a water.
uh, Aries.
You're in Aries. Oh, that's so cool. That I love Aries. Aries are
Yeah.
great. Yeah, my moon is in Aries, which is not the best, but I'm a I'm a I'm June 29th, so that makes me a Cancer, but we get along.
Okay.
All my friends and everyone in my life are mostly Aries.
Yeah,
What
really.
yeah, what day are you? What's your birthday?
5th of April.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's awesome. Well, I'll have to do one day I'll do your chart. I'll do your astrology chart for you.
Oh wow, you read the charts?
Yeah, but I don't people people give that a bad, sometimes I don't like to talk about it because I'm like, they're like, oh, you're into astrology. It's like but I just think it's interesting. I like all,
Oh
I
no,
like
it really is. Like I love all that kind of stuff, like uh, astrology, tarot cards, and all that stuff. Like
oh, cool.
I love that kind of stuff.
I do. I love it all. So fun. It's just fun to believe in, something mysterious like that. And
Oh,
just,
definitely, yeah.
I like that.
And it also helps like being a big horror fan like I am. So that that's what that's what leaves me more open to like stuff like tarot cards, psychics, astrology, and
Totally.
yeah.
I read tarot cards, but it was funny because I did a movie recently. It was in the last year, and I played a psychic, and the
Nice.
part I auditioned for the role because of someone from Second City who had been in my group, and they had me audition for the movie that they were directing, and they're like, "You're going to be playing a psychic," and I was like, "Do you know that I read tarot cards?" Because like in the script, she reads tarot cards.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's funny. Like you end up, you know, using some of these little weird skills that you might have or I didn't ever think I'd be able to do it in a movie, but it was cool to work.
Oh wow, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
See, you didn't even have to train for that because you already knew
Yeah.
how to read tarot cards.
Yeah. I'm not an expert, but I know it I've been doing it for a few years. So I've learned about like what every card means. And my friend Erica and I, we always like read for each other.
Oh,
We're very,
nice. Wow, awesome.
it's fun.
It,
I
it's
think it's,
funny 'cause
you learn about your friends, you learn about, you
yeah,
know, people in your life with astrology. It's like another way to kind of get to know people.
I got a tarot card reading what was it, like a year ago, I think it was. I was at a carnival, and they had like a tarot card reader there, and
Nice.
I got the cards read, and my friend was with me, and he didn't get a good reading, and he said he'll never do it again.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. I hope you got a good reading.
Yeah, yeah, it was better than his.
Okay. I feel like, wow, that's not good. That would
Yeah,
not be fun. Definitely would have, you know, kind of damper on the evening.
I
It's like
know exactly.
having fun and you're like, I got this horrible tarot card reading. It's like
Yeah,
less fun.
he wanted to go home after that, so we didn't get to see a lot of the carnival.
Gosh, I don't blame him. Don't blame him at all. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but like I said, I like that though, like readings and all that stuff. Like I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, definitely. It's fun.
Oh, nice, nice. And what are some horror movies like you really love to watch?
Well, I love The Shining. It's a great one. I love, well, it's, I don't know if it's a real true horror movie, but I love The Sixth Sense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool. And I love The Vanishing. I thought that was really
That was
good.
good. That was
Yeah,
good. I like
the
that.
original version. No spoilers. But definitely recommend that movie. Don't look it up before you watch it, but go see The Vanishing of you
Well, you know,
horror movie.
we definitely have to put your movie in there from Thailand.
Oh, Pernicious. Yeah, Pernicious is. I think it's a really good movie. I love
It
that movie.
is.
It's fun, and even if you don't like the movie, it's cool scenery, and it's like we were really in Thailand. You get to see Thailand. It's
You know,
great.
that's what I love about the movie at first. Like I loved seeing how everything looked, the scenery being in Thailand, that big forest, and that house that was in the forest.
The house, believe it or not, was on complete dry land in the beginning of the the shoot, and then
Wow.
we got monsoon type rains during the shoot, and then we were in a boat, like like boating up to the front of the house.
Oh
So
my God.
within 2 weeks, it was complete. I mean, we could have walked there, and then by the end of the shoot, we were boating to the front. We were taking a boat ride. There was fish in the water. You could see the fish in the water. I
Oh
mean,
my
none.
God. Are you serious? That's
Yeah,
insane.
the
Wow.
rain is so. It's just so intense there. I mean, it's like torrential downpours the entire time, for the, on and off. It was like someone was just dumping buckets of water on your head.
Oh my God. That must have been scary for you. I mean, you're not used to that kind of well weather and floods and all that.
I think I would have been more scared now, being a little older. I think about things differently now. But back then, I was just like, "This is so cool. This is so cool. Like, it's crazy. Oh my god!" It was more just like, "Oh, my hair's gonna get wet." But now I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is very intense."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I get worried about everything. But back then, I was like, "Yay!" We're a person back then,
And
where I had concern with my hair.
what what about like songs too? Like what kind of music do you like? What's on your playlist?
I mean, I'm all over the map. I love everything. I like rap. I like classic rock. I love Tom Petty. Tom Petty was is my favorite musician of all time. I
Nice.
was at his last show, which was cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I didn't know it was his last show. It was very sad when when I found out that Tom Petty had passed away. I was like, oh my gosh, it was a very sad day for me because he's always been my favorite. But I was at his last show, and that was cool.
Wow.
I love all different kinds of music. I mean, I think I'm just open to everything. I just think whatever you respond to, if it makes you feel something, it's meaningful. And so if I like a song or I can't stop listening to a song, I don't care. It could be any genre.
Mm-hmm.
I will listen to it.
Okay. And
definitely indie. I like indie rock too. I like a lot of
nice
indie rock bands and cool.
Nice.
But then I'll listen to Taylor Swift. I'll listen to everything. Yeah, so I'm kind of all over the map.
You go from Tom Petty to Taylor Swift.
Beyonce, I love Beyonce. I just love it all. Love good music. I love good lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you hear a song lyric and you're just like, that's like exactly what I wanted to say and I couldn't think, it's just really speaks to you. A friend of mine, we always send song lyrics to each other. Like I love Bruce Springsteen too, so we'll
nice.
Always, being from New Jersey, it's kind of part of growing up there. But
of course,
I actually got into Bruce Springsteen as I got older. I thought, wow, he's got some great songs, great lyrics. So lyrics are important.
Oh yeah, of course. So like being from Jersey, liking Bruce is like a must, but also Bon Jovi too, because they're guys from Jersey as well.
Bon Jovi, haven't listened to much of his music, but I really like him as an actor. I think he was in Sex and the City.
Nice.
He was good in that. He was great as an actor too.
He was actually in a horror movie called
only one episode of Sex and the City, just so everyone doesn't think I thought he was a main cast member, but go on.
He was in a horror movie called Cry Wolf. It's called, the horror movie, and John Bon Jovi has like one of the lead roles in that.
I mean, he's a great looking man. I definitely think, he's got the movie star look, so he makes sense that he was in movies. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And are you binge watching anything? Like any TV series you're binge watching?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm such a dork. I like cheap old houses on Discovery Plus.
Okay, there you go.
I like Unsolved Mysteries from 1989. I don't know.
No, that's a good series. I like that.
I love Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah, it's a great series.
It's a great series. Robert Stack is like my favorite. He was the coolest. I watch a lot of Dateline. I watch a lot of 48 Hours Mystery.
Nice.
I don't watch like as many series, like scripted series as I should.
Yeah.
I'm a big Seinfeld fan and like Curb and there's a lot of shows that I like, but I'm picky.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you drink or not, but what's your drink of choice if you decide you want to have a drink or go to a bar or something?
These are great questions. I like a little Chardonnay action. I'm a vodka club girl, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah, so that kind of thing. I like Trulies. Those are good.
Okay, yeah.
They're kind of like, I think, a better White Claw.
Nice.
What about you? What do you like?
I'm like a Jack and Coke person. Like for mixed drinks, like that's always my drink to go to is Jack and Coke, and I'll really just like beer.
Beer's good too. Yeah, I like Jack the honey. The Tennessee honey whiskey that's my thing. I love that.
It's so good. It is. It's so good.
So good, and Jack and Ginger is good too. You know, Jack
It
and Coke.
is. It is. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with those. I like all of these. Now I want one. I want a drink now.
See, there you
I
go.
so I can have one.
So after we end the live, you should get a mixed drink and order pizza.
I have to, just in honor of the East Coast and our, being an Italian from the East Coast, we'll have
Right? Exactly.
drinks
And
to honor that.
is there anything coming out next that you want to like push your plug? Like anything you want to say?
Well, oh, so much I want to say. No, I have a movie coming out September 28th called Want and Want. The trailer just released, I believe, last night. So check that out.
Nice.
I posted on my Instagram story. But you can go on YouTube and search Wanton Want. So it's WANTON and then WANT. And that is a new movie that's coming out. And it's with Nicholas Brendan from Buffy. Buffy was
Oh yeah.
another favorite show of mine.
I love Buffy. Oh my
Yeah,
God. I love
that's
that
a great
series.
show. That's a great show.
Yes.
Classic. So Nikki is my husband in the movie, and he played Xander in Buffy. And then it's a little love triangle kind of thing happening. But it's a very dramatic movie. It's going to be pretty cool. I think. I haven't seen it, but
Oh wow.
yeah.
I mean, just for being like a huge fan of Buffy, like that was probably awesome for you to share scenes with one of the cast members of Buffy.
Yeah, definitely. And it was just a great experience. We filmed it in Fraser Park in California, which is like kind of a very it's a cool area. I mean, it's like you don't feel like you're in California when you're there.
Oh
You feel like
wow.
you're out somewhere. So it was just a really great time. And so I hope it's a good movie. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Check out the trailer when you get a chance.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I got the trailer to watch and your new thriller out, the background behind me,
Oh yeah.
Party from Hell. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna watch that.
Isn't that a good title? I thought that was a cool title.
It
Party.
is. It is. I love it. Now,
Yeah.
do you ever throw parties from hell?
Always. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna come to any of my parties if you watch this movie. You're gonna be like, well, I'm skipping all of those. I had a good party. I had a good birthday party this year too.
Nice. Hey, I mean, even though it's a party from hell, I'm sure it's absolutely fun. Like it's not boring.
I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. I'm excited to hear your
Definitely
opinion.
will.
You if
Yeah,
you check it out, but I'd love to hear your thoughts.
definitely, yes. And where can fans find you at, like with your social media and all that stuff?
Well, Instagram, but I'm not the best with social media. So I actually, if I want to tell you where else, I have to look up my Twitter name because I always forget it. Um, but I do, I'm on Facebook as Jackie Moore, and then on Instagram I'm Jackie _Moore because it's a
Okay.
common name. So, a lot of people, already had Jackie Moore as their name, so I couldn't use that. But so I had to use the _. So
Yeah.
Jackie _Moore, and then on Twitter I am at More Jackie _.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
So you aren't on TikTok or anything?
I am
I
actually.
know you are.
I'm on TikTok. Wait, I just made one TikTok like 2 months ago. It was the only one. I'm on TikTok. There.
Okay, there it
I
is.
have 15 followers. But I posted one time and I got 669 likes.
All right, there you go.
Or views. No views. I don't think I got that many likes. Actually, I don't think I got any likes, but I got a lot of views.
Yeah.
I don't know how TikTok works. Help me.
Definitely.
I'm trying my best. It's very confusing. There's so many buttons on TikTok. Help. But if anyone wants to give me a TikTok lesson, I will take it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about TikTok either. I don't even know how to work it, or the videos 15 seconds, and I don't, you know.
You have to be a full-on genius to use TikTok. I don't understand it, but I think it's just like I don't ever give myself enough time on the app to actually figure it out. So I get like bored, and then I'm like, I'll figure it out later. I know. That's why I have one video and like a draft of a video that I never posted because I probably overthought about it. And
Okay.
you know how that goes.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
So
this has been so much fun. I don't want to hold you up anymore. It looks like we've been talking for an hour, so I don't want to take up more of your time. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's really fun. It was really fun talking to you and bringing up one of my favorite horror movies. And thank you.
thank you, Rocco. I had so much fun talking to you too. So anytime you want to talk again, let me know.
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night and get some pizza.
You know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All this talk about pizza, because I haven't ate dinner yet, so I think I'm definitely gonna get a pizza. Yeah.
I will fully support this decision. So,
Okay.
what kind of pizza are you gonna get?
Probably plain tonight. Go in a mood for like
Classic.
a plain type. Don't really feel like doing any kind of toppings right now.
I think it's a good choice. I know it's a good choice. All right. Well, thank you so much. It was so nice
Thank you.
meeting you. See you later.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.